Okay, now I will share about the introduction of E-Waqf. Basically, Waqf is type of altruistic action that lasts forever. The income or advantage gained is subsequently distributed to certain area of people. Waqf donation are often made in the form of a structure, cash or land, with no intention of returning the value of obtained. Waqf differ from zakat, where zakat is unobligatory, whereas Waqf is optional. The receiver of Waqf monies are not specified, whereby the Waqf should be used for pious purpose that does not violate Sharia. Generally, it's said that Waqf can be divided into two. One, public Waqf, and second is private Waqf. However, some research also come with two types of Waqf, due its nature, due of its view. First one from the view of its perspective, and second one is from the view of our nature. Currently, in addition to the classical Waqf, we have come to a new Waqf, which is E-Waqf. E-Waqf have come with new option where the community could do Waqf wherever they are. It could lead to higher collectible fund for the community.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad Syafiq bin Muhammad. Now I'm going to explain about the background of the research. We are collecting data that want to know is there any relation between the four variables with university student understanding. And then we are gathering all information that related to Waqf and E-Waqf development in Malaysia specifically. Then the problem statement of the research: students from the high institution level from university well known with the high education in study and more, but they sometimes do not aware about the aspect of the technology around their life in many fields, especially from the Waqf perception. Then the research objective to investigate in detail the understanding of university students towards the knowledge of Waqf and E-Waqf. In other hand, investigate the development of Waqf and E-Waqf management in Malaysia. Then we look to research question. Does attitude aspect have relation with knowledge of university student? Does subjective norm aspect have relation with knowledge of university student? Does perceived behavioral control aspect have relation with knowledge of university student? Does religion aspect have relation with knowledge of university student? Then the scope of the research. Under the topic of the understanding and acceptance of Waqf toward university student, that we will select and shares among the university students in Malaysia. We will use the data from questionnaire to analyze to get the significant relationship between the acceptance of university students in Malaysia from the perspective such as attitude, subjective norm, religion, and perceived behavioral control. Then we go to methodology part. First, research design. We are using qualitative and quantitative approach. Qualitative approach we use to gather information for definition of Waqf, history of Waqf, financial technology in Waqf, and development of Waqf and about E-Waqf. We are collect this data from Google Scholar, educational journal or article. Then the quantitative approach we use to collect data about our respondent, which is to know their understanding about Waqf and E-Waqf specifically. Then the target population. Our respondent is among university students all around Malaysia. Our targeted respondent is 400 students and they are from various universities such as UKM, UITM, UPSI and UNIZA as majority of the respondent. Now we are going to sampling and data collection sample. Google Form are used to distribute our questionnaire due to pandemic COVID-19. Then we are using SPSS as our platform to analyze either there is significant or not significant between the respondent and the variable in the questionnaire. The four variables that we are included to know the relationship with our respondent is first attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavioral control, and last religion. Then the research analysis and procedure. These 5 months planning must be used correctly and systematically to ensure that the proposal went well. At the first month, we are select the suitable topic, then evaluate the literature. After that, we are preparing questionnaire, then spread it. Last but not least, we are writing a report and correcting if there is mistake occurred.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, for the next part, which is the literature review. Okay, for the part of literature review of the research, from the study, the first one is the introduction of Waqf, the overall about the Waqf in Islam. Okay, the next point is the development of Waqf from the perspective in the Malaysia. Then we also cover and do the research about the Waqf wealth management from the Islamic law in the Malaysia perspective. Moreover, to be more specific in the study, in the literature review, we also deeply do the research about the financial technology in Waqf and related with the institution of Waqf in Islam in Malaysia. Furthermore, the next point we cover is the development and the prospect of E-Waqf and find the E-Waqf issue and challenge in the Malaysia. Okay, for complete the research, we also use the 4 variable study, which is to find the understanding of E-Waqf among the university student in Malaysia, which is the first one is attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavior control, and the last one is religion.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amiruddin Mayusaidi and my part is finding and discussion. Okay, for the research, the questionnaire we use to determine the understanding from Waqf to E-Waqf and their acceptance. The study was made among university students in Malaysia. The study consists of 402 dataset of respondents from most universities in Malaysia, and the output was run by Software Package for Social Science SPSS version 26.0. Okay, our dependent variable is understanding about Waqf, and our independent variable is attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavioral control, and religion. Okay, for the first objective of our research, we need to explore our dependent variable. Okay, as we can see from the table, we can conclude that majority of the respondents have heard about Waqf, but only 63.7% from them know about electronic Waqf. The second objective is to find the mean, median, and standard deviation for our independent variable. Okay, from the table show the mean, median, and standard deviation for our section C question was that were our independent variable. Okay, the mean value for question 1, attitude, is 1.833. The mode is 2.00, the median is 1.80, and the standard deviation is 0.71282. Okay, then the mean value for question 2, subjective norm, is 2.20, the mode is 2.00, the median is 2.20, and the standard deviation is 0.74432. And the mean value for third question, perceived behavioral control, is 2.3254. The mode is 2.00, the median is 2.20, and the standard deviation is 0.81654. And the last one, and the mean value for the last question, religion, is 1.9373. The mode is 1.00, and the median is 1.80, and the standard deviation is 0.8277. For our third objective, we must find the relationship between our independent variable. Based on the table, it shows that the result of the correlation analysis and the 4 independent variable is significant correlated. The significant value shown in the table 3 for the variable attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavioral control, and religion are 0.00. It is mean that all variable is significant correlated. For example, if one of the variables show positive value, then the other also will show positive value since they are correlated to each other. It is also representing significant relationship between section, attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavioral control, and religion that be the variable in the questionnaire.
Now we come to the last part of our presentation, which is conclusion and recommendation. In this study, the researchers have come to the conclusion that most of the students have at least partially understood about the E-Waqf practice in our country. Some of them might also practice E-Waqf in their life too. However, more effort needs to be done to ensure that E-Waqf in our country will be well adapted in the community. The researchers suggests that more research and development need to be done to ensure that E-Waqf practices could run smoothly in our country. Government also need to play their role to give exposure about E-Waqf to the community. Last but not least, the researcher hope that this study are able to fulfill any gap in the field of E-Waqf research in our country. That's all from us. Thank you.